BSM Sports Media Summit in New York City. Howie and Matt, they just got off the stage here, and Howie, again, you're telling people what you know about the industry and your side of things. What's one or two things you've taken away so far from the summit?
Well, so far this has been mostly local radio stations talking and program directors, so I've been listening to them because they're our affiliates, and what's important to them versus what's important to what we were producing. And I've always produced from the national perspective. I've never worked at a local radio station, but I think our content works on both, but it was interesting to hear some of the perspectives they had on it, and I'll follow up with some of them further, so maybe we'll adjust some things on our broadcast.
You are on a local broadcast like he's just talking about, so is there anything from a national perspective that was discussed that maybe you can take back to the Bay?
I don't think as much discussed, but when I told Howie this before we went on, his name in the email chain that we were talking to just about prepping for this, the first thing I thought about was he has the best quality broadcast, play-by-play, in the country, in my opinion, national or local. And it made me think about, you can have play-by-play, but in order to make it great, the quality of the broadcast, the broadcasters, the people doing halftime. I mean, think about what he has, with Kurt Warner and Jim Gray and Larry Fitzgerald and Tom Brady. I mean, it's just a star-studded broadcast. So I guess my point is, play-by-play is great, but to take it to the next level, make it a great broadcast, and that's what he does.
The panel was about play-by-play, but you're also dealing with local content on a daily basis. Why is the BSM Sports Media Summit important, and why is it so beneficial for talent and PDs alike?
I think just what you heard from the four PDs that were on the stage in the beginning of the day, setting the tone for where radio is going. Now more than ever, these are important because, it's funny, we're all competitors. Mm-hmm. I've got my competitor here. I went out to dinner and had drinks with them last night, and we're a family. And it's like the coaching fraternity in football. All these guys are coaching against each other, but they all knew each other. They all came up with we all know each other, and we all know that, we're in it together to go against the other outlets that are coming up against us. How do we branch out even more?